around this time, remember the people who attacked China and then ran away? They caused other problems. Back in the Roman times, you know Rome, right? 这个 Roma 拼音 ，Roma 拼音是哪一个语言来的？ What language is that from? Roma 不是一个语言，所以呢，Latin language, right? The Romans used Latin. Now, if you remember anything about history, anything about the world more than 2,000 years ago, then you should remember there were some big cultures. When China was growing, when the Chinese language was starting, in the Western world we had Greece, Shila, right? And Greek thought and Greek logic are the base of all of the Western development. All of our science and technology and medicine all started with Greek ideas. Okay? But Greece died and eventually we had Rome. Now, around this time, Rome 在哪里? Where's the city, Rome? 今天是哪个国家? It's one of the most important cities in the world. You guys should know that, right? Rome is in Italy. Now, today is called Italy. Back then, 2,000 years ago, there was this empire, it's a really big place, right? All of Europe followed Rome. But these people who attacked the Germans, they also helped to destroy Rome. So, whenever you guys are ready in the back there. Okay. When Rome fell, when Rome was destroyed, the whole Western world stopped. Today we have internet. Computers, cell phones, they all use internet. What would happen to you, to Taiwan, to your countries, if the internet died? What would happen? 电脑可以用的，但是没有 internet， 手机都没有用。What would happen? Disease, the Wuhan Duanti, right, would be a lot worse if we didn't have internet. Right? Travel, going from one place to another, no internet, airplanes can't fly. Not today. Right? For Rome, they had roads. Every city in their empire was connected by roads. Now this was important because if a city in Italy had a doctor and a city in Germany had a disease, they could communicate. Not as fast as today, but if they had roads, they could communicate, they could share ideas. So there was learning, medicine, science, technology, art, all of that. And it all stopped when Rome died. Okay? So after this, Europe had what we call the Dark Ages. For hundreds of years, there was no new learning, no science, no technology, no medicine, no schools. Nobody wrote books. There was nothing. There were a lot of sicknesses. A lot of people died. Look in one of the Black Death, or the Black Plague, it was also called. One-third of the world at that time died. So this is a disease where if this were our world, yeah, you would all be dead. 1 in every 3 people died from this disease. Why? Because they had no way to share ideas, no medicine, no doctors, no learning, no science, no mail. Okay? But a little while later, after a few hundred years, around 1300 or so, we start to have people with money again. 有钱的人. Right? There is commerce, people share ideas, they travel, and because one city gets rich, they can buy schools, they can buy doctors, they can buy scientists. So we have people like Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, right? People like them who start things over again. They start with learning and art and culture and science. So this is what we call the Renaissance. It's a rebirth. 这个意思说 rebirth. Their culture was born again. So everything started again. So they needed words, right? You can't have new ideas if you can't talk about them. 他们需要新的字。好，有个问题。拉丁文很难用，拉丁文需要老师教。拉丁文不是爸爸妈妈可以教你。拉丁文是太难了解的。The grammar is very complicated. So, no schools. Latin got easier and became Italian. 今天用的意大利文就很简单。It's like Spanish. It's very easy to learn. Okay? 意大利文是很简单的，有以后是拉丁文，但是很难 ，right？ 那边是很简单的，所以呢，有这个新的想法，直不过，因为他们的语言是太简单的。They don't have a way to talk about these new ideas because their words are too simple. So they go back to Latin. And because Latin came from Greek, or related to Greek, so they also used Greek. So when we have these new scientists and artists and learners and teachers, they have new ideas, they use older languages that can give them words. What do you call this thing here? Doesn't make sense. 中文叫什么名字? Right? It's like an airplane, but yeah. You know, the original one, who made the first one? Who designed the first one? $700 years ago, we had this, 800 years ago, we had designs for a helicopter. 700 years, yeah. All right. And it didn't look quite like this. The wing, the part at the top, looked more like, I can't draw one. It's like a spinny thing. You know, DNA, right? This shape here. All right? That's what they used. So, what do we call this in English? 过，但是忘记了。That's a helicopter. How can you possibly